How do you stop Jamie McLaren?
Well, by defending well, of course, and he's done well. So we have to be, defensively as a team organized, and I think we can ask them the same question. So we have a few players that can score a goal as well. So, but it's part of the game, scoring goals and avoiding goals. So we have to make sure that we're organized to avoid that they can score.
Well, I know you've clearly got a very potent armoury with Fornaroli and Moy and Navio. These players have proved it over the season. McLaren's kind of hit this really hot streak in the last few weeks. Has it surprised you that he's been able to do what he's done in the last few games?
Well, I think it's obviously that since he's playing at Brisbane that he made a huge improvement, and he's playing really as a striker and got the opportunity to do that, and he's doing well. So credit to him, credit to Brisbane. So yeah, it's for us again. We have to make sure that we have to defend well, not only him but as a team, to make sure that he doesn't come into areas that he can make goals or be dangerous.
You said a couple of weeks ago that any team that finds a bit of momentum in the last few weeks is just as good a chance as anyone to win. You must be wrapped with the momentum that your side's built in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, I'm happy. The boys showed, I think, a very good step in an area that we were struggling in, and we get a new big test tomorrow. Brisbane, known for their attacking way of playing, but also I think they changed a bit their approach, so they're not as attacking as they were first, and they started defending more and breaking as they did against Victory. So yeah, we have to be prepared for a team that can break quickly and also knows how to play on behalf of the opponent. So it's not for nothing that they're on top of the table, and for us again a challenge as we had last week to show that we're contenders in the race to become one of the teams going for the title.
2 clean sheets in a row, which is not something we've seen from your team before. Is there a change in the mindset? How's this happened? How have you? I mean, is it a change of emphasis? Perhaps you're putting more concentration on getting midfielders back. Simon Malik, I thought, was excellent last Friday night. Is that a part of the reason?
No, I think it's already coming the last few weeks, even before the last 2 games, that we could really see good signs of not conceding that much shots on goal, and so we started building on that, and it's I think shown off the last 2 games. But again, we're getting 4 big finals still to come, and we have to work on getting that, keeping that the way that we had the last few weeks, and tomorrow it's going to be a great test.
Just a word about Malik, because I think he's sort of taken a bit of time to bed in, but I thought he was quite outstanding actually last Friday night. Is that the sort of Osama Malik that you signed, the player that you wanted him to be, the way he played last week?
Yeah, well, from the start I've said it's that I was really happy with Osama, and it was not easy because getting into a team but no, he's giving us stability, mobility as well. He's physically now, I think, in a very good moment. Of course, coming from Adelaide, he didn't play for 10-11 weeks, and playing into a new team, playing differently. He needed a bit time, as the team needed a bit time, but now he's shown in all those games. I'm actually been happy in the progress that he has made and the contribution he's giving the team.
If you beat Brisbane tomorrow night, you will have beaten all the other teams that are in the finals. Is that important at all heading into the final, or is that just something that we would look at as the media?
No, I think it's important. It's good. It's good for any team that you know that you can win against any opponent in the league. Doesn't say always anything, but it's of course it would be good if we can can have that on the stats that we've shown that we can beat every team in the top 6, and Brisbane is one that we still have to put in that table.
And then as an extension to that, I mean, regardless of any talk about inconsistencies or anything this year, you must go into every single game against the big clubs, the games like this, so confident that your side can produce a result given what's gone before even the last 23 weeks. You have performed week in, week out in these big games.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't say anything. It's always the moment there. It's good that we know that we can produce that kind of result and effort, but on the day itself, there's too many other things that you have to be aware of, and you have to just start on zero again and make sure that we're doing the things that we've been working on and even better to grow and to get that team that we want, that's going to be the best and going for the title and winning the title. And that's an effort that you have to bring every week, and we've shown good moments, but we have also shown during the year some moments that we were not there, and we all know that, and we have to make that more and more consistent, and that's happening, and hopefully tomorrow we can put another one on that.
John, what you've been talking about, you're expecting Brisbane to play counter-attacking sort of game.
No, I don't expect that. No, I said they can play both. They've been playing a bit differently. I think also learned from some games that they lost against Adelaide, for example, and that they were attacking in Adelaide was very clinical on the break, and their approach has been a bit different, and so I'm saying they can do both. They can now just also sit maybe a bit more, and they have quick players on the break, but they also know how to play possession-based football on behalf of the opponent. So I think it depends the moment of the game, the score, what they will do, and of course it depends a lot on what we will do, because when you have the ball, you dominate, and that's something then the opponent has to adjust, and that's something that we had in the first game when we played there. We were adjusting a bit more, but we also had it as a plan to try to break quick, and that's what other teams have done as well against Brisbane.
You must feel pretty confident you can open them up. I mean, they conceded 6 in Perth, 4-0 they got beat by Victory, 4 by Adelaide. I mean, or do you think they've really changed? Those were the games that made them wake up and change their style? Is that
I think they've changed a bit. Yeah, they've talked about it. Of course, every coach would talk about it. If you concede in a few games, you concede goals. We had those moments, and you talk about it. So it's normal. You talk about it. You try to improve, and clearly out of that, you make some decisions about maybe a different kind of approach, and then move on again.
John, how much is a motivating factor of playing in the Champions League next season, the fact that this club's never experienced that, all the other A-League clubs are taking it more seriously, it seems like? I mean, this must be a motivating factor for you guys? Yeah,
it is, but it's not something we're thinking about. I think that's something that comes at the moment. It's now, making sure that we can. I think what's living is now that we want to finish in a very high position this year, and the highest position, of course, is number 1, and we're in now. So the moment that you're in, you have to go for it. But we're not thinking about the champions of the Asian Champions League at this moment. We're just thinking about the league, and then as a result, that's something that will happen next year.
What about the squad for the game? Connor Chapman's fit, and by what he said anyway, ready to be first team selection if selected.
He is selected, and he is like the last 2 games. Yeah. So he's fit. He's very fit. He's training well, and that counts for all the players. Anthony Caceres is back. He missed out Adelaide. The only one that is not in is Wadey. Wadey's out for the rest of the season, unfortunately. But Anthony is back. Paulie Retter is back in the squad. They were both not in against Adelaide, but they're both in.
Will you finally get to choose an unchanged starting lineup?
Sorry?
Will you finally get to choose an unchanged starting lineup?
Could be. Yeah, could be.
At least you've got that opportunity anyway this time.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, they kept 2 clean sheets.
yeah,
Wilson
yeah.
and Kisnova.
yeah.
Can I ask about, I know it's not your club, but you've worked closely with him over the time and coaching John Eloise. Obviously, he's made the most of his second chance. Just as a fellow coach and I'm assuming a friend of his, are you happy to see what he's done this year?
Yeah, look, I think he's doing well, and the boys or the team is playing a good brand of football. But I had also some difficult games, and as a coach, yeah, I think John is dealing with those situations on his way, and yeah, I think every coach learns through their career, and I think the experience he had here is helping him also at Brisbane.
Well, there was some bad blood though after that first game. I mean, he accused you of playing anti-football. Do you remember?
I don't want to talk about that. You have to ask John about that, Michael.
Last question. John, can I just ask you about Bruno? I mean, last week it seemed like he indicated he wanted to stay here next season. I mean, is that the sort of feeling you get in these 4 walls, that he wants to stay?
Yeah, he's happy here. He wants to, he has another year to go, so it's not that his contract is finishing. So, but he's happy here, and we are happy with Bruno, and we're trying to see what we can do always with players that are happy and are giving a big impact to the club. So for sure we will try to do everything to keep Bruno at the club, and that we're happy and he's happy. So that's, I think, part of our business.